It's like if Austin Powers and Mamma Mia had a middle-aged baby. That's Barb and Star. This is your review of Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just playing with this lamp. Oh.
So, all I remember about this movie before watching it was back in maybe, I'd say early 2020, when I was going to the movies pretty consistently, maybe 1 to 2 times a week. Barb and Star, that trailer where you don't see like necessarily their whole faces or really understand what this was about, just played every single time I was in the movie theater, and I was so sick of the trailer. I swore to myself, like, I just don't want to see this movie. But then it came out this past weekend, over Valentine's Day weekend, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it. I like Kristen Wiig. I said it before in my Wonder Woman review. I do like Kristen Wiig. I'll watch it. So I sat down and I watched Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. So Barb and Star is about two lifelong best friends, around middle-aged. They are living a life in what seems like just modern-day suburbia, and that they decide after losing their jobs they're going to go on a vacation after one of their friends recommends going to Florida to Vista Del Mar. Little do Barb and Star know that Vista Del Mar is currently about to be the target of an evil plot of an evil lady and a young boy that she stole and a special agent that loves her, wanting to send mosquitoes to Vista Del Mar. Well, the killer mosquitoes to Vista Del Mar because she had a traumatizing event as a child at a seafood festival where she was pronounced shrimp queen? Is it shrimp queen or seafood queen? One or the other. But she has a skin disease, let's keep this in mind, where she can't be in the sun, and they shot her out of a cannon, exposing her skin onto a Disney Cruise Line ship. Yeah, that's the plot. And then Barb and Star get caught up into the mix. Star falls in love with this secret agent that we thought had loved the evil lady in the beginning. And yeah, that's the plot. It's the best I can describe it. It's wild. It's weird. And yeah, so let's get into what I liked and what I didn't like. So Barb is played by Annie Momolo, who really isn't on screen too often. I believe she's a big writer, along with Kristen Wiig, who is Star. And you usually see them as a writing duo, and you don't see Annie Momolo on screen as a main character, but you do see her in this film. It is literally quite like two best friends got together and they had drinks and they were writing this absurd plot line, and then they were like, oh, and then this is gonna happen, and then the crab's gonna talk, and it's gonna give this deep monologue, and it's gonna walk off into the sunset, and then it's just gonna cut right back to the film. That's exactly what it felt like. It's just like they were just going back and forth, and then this, and then this, and they just put it all in there. And they were like, it's just going to be goofy, it's going to be silly, but that's what it is. I'm not going to analyze and try and break down a movie that's sole purpose is to be silly, goofy, funny, just a mess. Like, that's the film's intention. They're not trying to be this witty, comical, new film. It's meant to be like just a complete silly mess. The beginning, it gives you this opening of this evil plot, this layer, and this weird plot to give killer mosquitoes to Vista Del Mar, and it's just, it kind of confuses you. It has a really confusing, weird opening that kind of throws you off. And then you meet Barb and Star, and it kind of takes a while for you to get into the movie. Like, the opening jokes don't really hit. You have to warm up to whatever comedy they're trying to put forward. And it doesn't really get, I would say, entertaining until Barb and Star actually go on to the Vista Del Mar vacation. Before that, it's just kind of like, I wasn't hooked. I was kind of at somewhere else. My mind was somewhere else. And then they get to the hotel, and it kind of reels you in a little bit. I wouldn't say the comedy throughout the whole thing is like laugh out loud, really funny. There's definitely more misses than there are hits in this movie. But when there are hits, it gets a good laugh. It's not like you're crying laughing, but there are some really good moments. A younger demographic is definitely not what this comedy was made for, but it doesn't mean that it misses or goes over our generation's head. It's definitely made for like a middle-aged female comedy driven, that kind of demographic. But I mean, it's still entertaining. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for my like a male dominated friend group or anything like that. Night out night out with the boys. We are not watching Barb and Star. I wouldn't recommend it.
Room number again, please, sir.
611.
6'11"? Oh my, Barb. Oh my gosh, he's 6'11". 6'11"? We're in 124.
It's a movie that you don't need to fully pay attention to. It's kind of mindless. It's, like I said, really silly. It's not something that you're gonna be like, oh, that was a witty joke. It's all stupid jokes. It's all stupid plot lines. It's just to make you go, wait, what? Like, why? Okay, sure. That's exactly what you're gonna do throughout the whole movie. If this movie did anything, it definitely made me miss going on vacation and being somewhere tropical, and I'm stuck in the snow. So that made me want to go on vacation. Maybe not to specifically Vista Del Mar, but just somewhere tropical. So it did that for me. So overall, this movie was silly, it was goofy, it was dumb, kind of stupid, it was all over the place, it was a mess, but that's exactly what I think it was intended with this movie. So I'd give this movie a 5.2. Is it something I would go out of your way to spend $20 on off Amazon Prime or rent on whatever other form of media you get it on? No. This is a movie I'd wait till it comes out on digital. I would watch it on a night where you're not really feeling to really get into a movie mentally. It's something you can kind of just throw on, kind of laugh at in the background. It'll keep you entertained. It'll be lighthearted, but it's not going to suck you in on a plot line. It's just kind of one of those movies that you just kind of want to throw on and laugh a little. Beyond that, it doesn't do much. So 5.2 I think is a good score for it. So yeah, I'd wait till it goes on digital. Don't spend the $20.